Hello, global adventurers. Welcome back to Adventures and Facts, the podcast where we travel the world, discover amazing secrets, and practice our English together. I'm your host, and today we are exploring the 4th episode of our special series, Ancient Egypt. We are having an unforgettable journey. In our first episode, we saw the giant pyramids. In our second episode, we walked through the massive columns of Karnak Temple. And in our third episode, we went deep under the ground into King Tut's golden tomb. But today, wow, I am looking at a giant creature made of stone. It has the head of a human, but the body of a lion. Yes, we are standing right next to the world-famous Great Sphinx. And with us today is our favorite expert, Professor Adam Horus. Welcome back, Adam.
It is beautiful to be here under the morning sun with you, Adam. Tell us, why did the ancient Egyptians build statues? Were they just for decoration?
Hello, Jessica. Hello to our amazing learners. No, statues were never just decorations. To ancient Egyptians, a statue was a physical home for the spirit of a king or a god. They believed that if the human body was destroyed, the spirit could live inside the stone statue forever. That is why they used very hard rocks like granite and limestone.
Physical home for the spirit? What is a spirit, Adam?
The spirit or the soul is the invisible part of a human. It is the part that lives inside you and stays alive even after your body dies. So the statue was like a permanent house for that invisible spirit.
The invisible part of a human. Got it. Now let's talk about this massive statue behind us. Who built the Great Sphinx and when?
The Great Sphinx was built during the during the Old Kingdom period, around 4,500 years ago. Most archaeologists believe it was carved by King Khafre, the same king who built the second pyramid. It is 73 meters long and 20 meters tall. And guess what? It was carved out of one single giant piece of limestone rock.
One single piece of rock? That is incredible. But why does it have a lion's body and a human head?
This is the ultimate symbol of power and wisdom. The lion's body represents power and strength because the lion is the king of the desert. The human head represents wisdom and intelligence because it shows the face of the pharaoh. So it is a smart king with the power of a lion sitting there to guard the pyramids.
Ultimate symbol of power and wisdom?
Yes. A symbol is a picture or sign that means something special. For example, a heart is a symbol of love. And wisdom means being very smart and making good choices. So the Sphinx is a sign of great strength and smart choices.
Oh, a symbol of strength and smart choices. I love that. Are there other famous colossal statues in Egypt?
Oh, yes. If you travel to Luxor, you will see the colossi of Memnon. These are 2 giant stone statues of King Amenhotep III, built around 3,400 years ago. They are 18 meters tall. In ancient times, Roman travelers said these statues could actually sing.
Giant statues that could sing? How can a stone statue sing, Adam?
It is a fascinating scientific fact. An earthquake cracked the northern statue. In the early morning, when the sun heated the wet stone, the air inside the crack escaped and made a whistling sound that sounded like singing or crying. Later, a Roman emperor repaired the statue, and the singing stopped forever.
Wow! The morning sun made the stone blow air like a whistle! That is a wonderful mix of nature and history. Adam, looking at the peaceful face of the Sphinx is so relaxing. Have you ever spent time alone here?
Yes, Jessica. When I was 30 years old, I got special permission to work inside the Giza area at night. It was midnight, and there were no tourists. The moon was big and silver, shining directly on the Sphinx's face. I sat down on the sand right between its giant paws, where we are standing now.
Wow. What did it feel like to be alone with the Sphinx at midnight?
It was the most peaceful moment of my life. For 4,500 years, this statue watched the sun rise and set every single day. It saw kings come and go, wars start and end, but it remained standing, calm and strong. I touched its front paw, closed my eyes, and felt so small, but also so protected. It taught me a great lesson. No matter how hard life gets, we must stay calm, patient, and strong, just like the Sphinx. That night, I didn't feel like a scientist looking at old rocks. I felt like a child listening to a wise grandfather.
Wow, Adam. A wise grandfather made of stone. That is a beautiful way to look at it. Thank you for sharing that midnight magic with us. Now, my global friends, it's time to open my word backpack. Let's look at 10 important words we used today. I will say the word, tell you its meaning in English, read an example, and then leave 3 seconds for you to repeat the example out loud. Speak with clear confidence. Ready? Let's go. Word 1. Decoration. Meaning, something beautiful that you add to a place to make it look nice. Example, we put beautiful decorations in our room. Word 2. Spirit. Meaning, the invisible part of a person that stays alive after death, the soul. Example, he believes his grandfather's spirit is peaceful. Word 3. Permanent. Meaning, lasting or continuing for a very long time without changing. Example, they are looking for a permanent home. Word 4. Creature. Meaning, any living animal or a magical animal. Example, the dog is a very friendly creature. Word 5. Wisdom. Meaning, knowledge and the ability to make good and smart choices. Example, the old teacher has a lot of wisdom. Word 6. Symbol. Meaning, a sign, shape, or object that represents an idea. Example, a white dove is a symbol of peace. Word 7. Intelligence. Meaning, the ability to learn, understand, and think smartly. Example, dolphins have high intelligence. Word 8. Whistle. Meaning, to make a high, clear sound by blowing air. Example, the wind began to whistle through the trees. Word 9. Midnight. 12 o'clock at night, the middle of the night. Example, I usually go to sleep before midnight. Word 10. Patient. Meaning, able to wait for a long time without becoming angry. Example, you must be patient when learning a new language. Excellent pronunciation. You are getting better every day. Now, here is episode challenge. I want you to write a comment below this video using at least 2 words from our word backpack today. Answer this question. What does the lion's body of the Sphinx represent? And what does the human head represent? Write your answer below and I will read it with a happy smile. Today, we learned that statues were permanent homes for the spirit. We discovered that the Sphinx is 73 meters long, made from one piece of rock, and it is a symbol of power and wisdom. We also learned about the singing statues of Memnon, and we added 10 wonderful new words to our vocabulary. Thank you, Professor Adam Horus, for this magical morning.
You are always welcome, Jessica. See you in our next big adventure.
If you loved this video, please click like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. See you next time in another adventure. Bye-bye!
Learning English is a daily journey, and every day you get better. See you tomorrow on Listening English Daily with our next exciting story.